Hello! Now you can see me and my Digital Storm PC. It's doing all the work for us. I'll give you a clearer shot here. There it is in all its glory. Ain't it neat how it lights up like that? I think there's a way of tying in the lights to what work it's doing. I haven't figured that out yet, or maybe that's a special software I'd have to get. I'm not going to spend extra on software for it on this computer. But anyway, I love it. And today we're watching my progress of the 4 million digit computation plus a little bit. 4 million digits plus a little bit. As you can see, we're at 71,656 iterations. An iteration is a repeat, something that repeats over and over again. This program is repeating an algorithm developed by three mathematicians. One of them named Cohen, Cohen, and in this algorithm is computing the MRB constant. And the MRB constant uses for terms the roots of integers, the nth roots of n, where n is an integer. So the first root of 1, the square root of 2, the cube root of 3, the fourth root of 4, the fifth root of 5. And what it does, it subtracts 1 from each so that when you add them in an alternating series, you get a convergent answer, or it converges to an answer, to a specific answer, whether you stop at an odd or even term. And it uses a special algorithm, one algorithm developed by the late Richard Crandall to compute n to the 1 over n quicker, and then another algorithm that yours truly came up with a little work, a little research, to compute n to the 1 over n even faster than Crandall's algorithm. We'll go over the program a little more later. But if you're in a hurry to find out more about the program, you can go to this website where I got highlighted. You can write down that address, or you can search for this phrase: try to beat these MRB constant records. Let's see what happens when I try to search it. It should get this page. I'm going to enter that in the search bar. Try to beat these MRB constant records. There it is, the first hit. And there it is. You're back there again. So try to beat these MRB constant records. I know I should have said try to break these MRB constant records, but this is the way I talk. Try to beat these MRB constant records. It's very long, so there's a map, what I call a map, in the beginning of it to show you where different types of messages are. First, we have these record numbers of digit computations. Next, we have speed records. Then for a few replies, we compute the MRB constant through Crandall's, some of Crandall's formulas. And the last reply is new record attempts of 4 million digits. Hey, this is part of that, or actually the message below that. It's the very last reply that I'm putting these in. But the last two replies have to do with new record attempts of 4 million digits. I've tried this several times before. This makes the 8th try. You can read about all the tries in here and all the tries and achievements of computing several digits from 1 digit to 3 million. How many was it? 3 million. 14,991 digits is my record so far. I did that in 2012 or 2014. 2014. Yeah, Sunday, finished Sunday, 21st of September 2014 at 6:35 and 6 seconds p.m. It took 1 month, 27 days, 2 hours, and 45 minutes and 15 seconds. So anyway, this will tell you all about the records, and it will, if you look closely into it, you'll find out several things about the program that I use. The exact program I'm using is in here. Search for 4 million, Control F, 4 million. That will take you toward the end. Go to the message above that, which was the last reply until I started reposting these wonderful, I don't know what you want to call these, YouTube videos. It's good enough. Here's the exact program I'm using. It says, here's the code I'm using. So you could have Controlled F. Here's the code I am using, colon. Fastest at MRB's end as of 24th January 2014. Actually, that's a program I used earlier. Let's look at the 7th attempt. So actually, searching for 4 million would have found it, or 7th with an exclamation mark will find the exact one I'm using this time. Sorry about that, I misled you. So 7th with exclamation mark. And here it is. You can find it, copy it, paste it, and use it in Mathematica. I told you that there was an algorithm developed by Richard Crandall. He was a chief scientist and an Apple scientist, chief scientist in other places too. A cryptographer for Apple, the chief cryptographer before he died. What this program does, you see where it's at. First, you see it n e to the log n over log LL over LL. Just imagine LL as n. Log n over n. E to the log n over n is n to the power of 1 over n. So first, it computes that with Mathematica to so many digits, IPREC. And then IPREC the variable PC starts out at IPREC and grows to a certain number, and it uses Crandall's method here, where x equals set precision x comma PC, y equals x to the LL minus LL, x equals this, and I got in parentheses that's the same thing as LL to the power of 1 over LL to so many digits. And then it uses my program, my algorithm, x equals set precision x comma so many digits, and xll let xll equals x to the ll, not x to the ll 1 over ll, just an integer to high power. And then z equals this, and t equals this, and t squared equals t squared, t2 equals t squared. Then x equals this. Believe it or not, it speeds up the computation of a nth root of n or llth root of ll for large numbers for many digits significantly faster than anything else that I know of. It does that once, it does it twice, where it says x equals set precision PR divided by 256, does it 3 times, does it 4 times, does it 5 times, and it does it 6 times, where x equals set precision x comma PR. PR was the number of iterations that we need, or digits that we need, and goes through the same program again. I could have put a loop in there, but depending on the number of digits that I want to compute, I throw in my algorithm that many times. And it's a hit and miss guess thing. I haven't got it down to a certain pattern where it can be 5 times for 4 million digits, although that seems to be the right number, or 4 times for 3 million digits. I haven't figured out the exact number of iterations required, so I find out by trial and error. And by trial and error, 5 seems to be just right for 4 million digits, to give it the fastest time. And we'll go over more of the program later. Here's some results from a previous, my last try before this one. I had almost given up. I said, I so dearly want to see more digits of the MRB constant. Please, anyone, please help here. Hoping that other people would run the program. Here's my YouTube messages, updates, like this one. And today I'll be putting the 5th update. Speaking of updates, let's look at the update. Today we have, as of today, we've accomplished 710,656 iterations. So I'm going to copy that, bring it to a calculator. Surely I closed my calculator. Okay, Control V, divided by, that's the iterations done, and we're going to find the iterations required. Go up to the top, down just a little bit. It said that one of the first things it said was the iterations required. Iterations required, and iterations will stop. That's what we started using lately to determine how far along we are. This will be so many iterations done so far, and these are the iterations that it will do before it finishes. So I'm going to copy that, go back to my calculator, should be open. No, it's not. Control V, I already put divided by, times 100%. So we're 13.38% done, or 13.4% of the way done. The program should be finished computing January January the 16th at 3:48 a.m. You notice that it's slowing down a little bit. Yesterday, about this time, it said it would be done January the 16th at 1:51 a.m. So now it says 3 a.m. And it might be January the 17th eventually before it's all over with, or it might speed up just a little bit. It does speed up a little bit at the end, but it slows down as the computer, at least my computer slows down. Most of my computers slow down when they have a heavy load and a lot of heat. Although I have a liquid cooler in my Digital Storm PC, you won't be able to see it, but in there I have a liquid cooler. Still, when it's computing full blast with a lot of RAM and 100% processor. Well, no, it don't run 100% processor, but a big percent of the processor, the 6-core processor, all cores working really hard. It causes a lot of heat and a lot of slowdown on the speed. So anyway, that's the progress for today. Please, anybody write me. Leave a comment. I try to make these public so you can leave comments. Or you can write me at B as in boy, Burns at sbcglobal.net, and I'll write you back. So I'm going to sign out now. You all have a great day. Bye.